Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the One to Know podcast. I'm Joel Haas,
I'm Avery Hill.
and
I'm
today we're
Lavar Keys.
joined by Penn State commit Lavar Keys, wide receiver out of Maryland. So Lavar, we'll just jump right into it. First of all, obviously you recently decided to commit to Penn State. What went into that decision?
Um, the the love from Penn State, like me growing up, I always wanted to play for Penn State. Watching players from there like Jahan Dotson, Kevin Winston, it just drew more love to Penn State, and to make me just love the school and meeting, the whole coaching staff, having a good relationship with Coach Franklin, us tying in that, it just made me feel like home. That it is my dream school. So, you know, being wanted from there just made everything feel amazing.
So what
So,
made it your dream school?
um, the the atmosphere, the fans, the area, like I'm built for that. Like I'm a mountain guy, and I loved it. I just love everything about it. Like everything about Penn State.
And so, like, what was their kind of recruiting pitch? Was there anything that stood out? Like, again, you said it was your dream school, but anything like once you got on campus that made it like, like I have to go here, anything?
Um, the relationship with Coach Higgins and Coach Franklin, that's the main factor. But the facility was very nice. Me touring that, me showing what athletes have there, how they recover, this, that. It's just amazing, and it's like I have to go. That's where I wanted to go.
And you talked to did you talk to like KJ Winston about going? I know obviously went to DeMatha. I mean, Kozai Izzard as well, another one. Did you talk to any of them or any other players that you
Yes, sir. I spoke
know?
to KJ. KJ broke everything down to me. He let me know how things would be and how things wouldn't be. So that conversation really helped a lot as well.
Yeah, true. So you joined Penn State's 2026 class, which is currently number two in the country. There was a period of time where it was actually the number one class in the country, and then I think Auburn recently passed it. But either way, it's still up there at the very top. Have you been able to talk to any of the other guys in the 2026 class, or did any of them reach out to you to try and recruit you?
Yes, sir. I spoke to Josh. Me and Troy, we talk from time to time. I haven't talked to anybody else yet, but we are. I mean, I am in a group chat with all of them, and we're just going to keep building relationships because I feel like this is where everybody's going to be the next 2 years. So, yeah, I mean, we all communicate.
And how do you see yourself kind of like not just fitting in with that like 2026 room, but just in general, like when you get there, like any different expectations or like preferred role or anything? Has anything been discussed in that sense?
Um, well, I'm not the biggest, so they always look at me as a slot, but I'm versatile. So and how coach was saying, the offense go based off of the players that he have on the field. So me just going in there every day, grinding and just putting my head down and just working. So when my time is here, I'm ready to go in any spot, the Z, X, Y, or S.
What would you say are your biggest strengths as a receiver?
My speed, um, most definitely. My route running now, like that's all I've been working on, and just getting open. Like I know how to find holes in the middle of the field. I know how to find holes on the field. Like I could take some from here to here and just get open and catch the ball. Like that's one thing I'm big on, like catching the ball. I'm not used to dropping passes, so that's all I'm about is catching the ball.
I want to kind of shift. I mean, we can kind of revisit the Penn State part of it, but obviously you go to DeMatha. You guys went 9-2 last year. I think ranked what 52nd in the country. Um, is how has DeMatha kind of prepared you? Of course, you still have 2 more years left, but how have they prepared you so far to kind of course, get on Penn State's board and kind of course, get the offer, commit, and kind of be ready to go.
Um, the method builds a lot. Like it takes a lot in being a football player. You have to be a man as well. So going to the method, it helps with that as well. Being coached by Bill McGregor and Coach Will and all Coach Dino, all them guys, they're guys that that's already been there, that's already like spoke on, spoke to these coaches, this, that, is that. So just learning from them and taking their advice and just growing every year, it helps with a lot. It makes me feel like I'm ready now.
Who's someone that you would say you model your game after, like an NFL receiver that you model your game after?
Jahan Dotson. Me just watching Jahan Dotson, I just always, played a big role in Penn State as well. We both. I try to wear long sleeve shirts after him. Like, not that big. So, and I'm Commanders fan as well. So,
There we go. Yes, sir.
Jahan
That's what I
Dotson.
like to
Yep.
hear.
Yes, sir. It's my dog.
And is there anyone that you were able to like maybe someone like maybe a collegiate player or something like that that maybe at the math that you were able to model your game after? I know you guys had what like Kalen Cobb, different guys like that come through. Anybody that stands out that you've kind of been able to kind of look after, be maybe like a mentee to?
Cody. I can say Cody because Cody he was like the oldest the whole time. Cody Williams. And like we would ride the price every day. He'd tell me the goods and bads. Like he'd teach me a lot. I could do this to get open quicker. This, that, and also G, because my freshman year going into the Manta, I was a varsity JV player, but I didn't know everything. So I'll always just play the X because that's the only thing I knew. And G would just help me out, tell me the route before the play. So I want to look bad out there. So yeah, those are two guys.
And just like more on like the math, and I know you mentioned like Penn State's atmosphere, like obviously you guys play in the WCAC. Can you just talk about like how that compares? Like of course, like you have like the Gonzagas of the world where it's like absolutely crazy. Like I played in there, like it's insane. Like and you have like, the other teams, like can you just talk about like how big of a difference that was for you, like going to Penn State, if any?
It's a big difference, because high school and college experience is different. So, you know, Gonzaga though, they bump. Like they pretty like,
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I
It's just
already
like,
know.
it's like you already about to you playing a big game. You know how the stadium is closed, so it's loud. It's loud, it's running. So
Yeah.
yeah. But I mean it's just preparing me for the next level for real, for real. Just preparing me.
Yeah, I know the shirts come off in the fourth quarter, so you'll see that the whole
Yeah.
Penn State, so.
Nope.
LeVar, I just wanted to double check because we have the numbers that are available on like recruiting websites, but I just wanted to confirm it because sometimes those are out of date. But what is your current height and weight?
Well, my current height and weight is 5'9", um, about 165.
Okay,
About
gotcha. I
165.
just wanted to check for sure. And has Penn State talked to you about, kind of what they want you to get to, like weight wise, once you arrive on campus, things like that?
Yeah, Coach Franklin, he want me to be about 170, you know? So that just means but 170 muscle. So that means I just gotta, go in weight room every day, just work extra harder. So I could be at his expectations. Because I
Yeah,
do
for
have
sure. Just
fast
getting that
metabolism.
protein in.
I do have fast metabolism, so you know, I just gotta do what I gotta do.
And how would that differ from like how you like your workout schedule now? I don't know if you have like, a trainer or anything or just like the Mathis program. Like how will your plan now to put on muscle, does that differ at all from what you're already doing?
Um, yeah. I mean, we can't train with nobody right now because we in camp. So it's just with the matter, maybe come home, do a little extra push ups or whatever we gotta do. But yeah, yep,
Yeah, I mean, once you get into the strength and conditioning staff at Penn State, once you get into that program, they'll get you right. They've got they were just posting videos about it on social media that updated uh I forget what they called it, but they have that new, I think, staff that works on nutrition and things like that,
yep,
cooking up meals for everybody.
yep,
So you should be able to hit, 170, no problem, probably more than that, once
yes,
you
sir.
get on campus. For sure. And then a little bit of a random question here, but we got the Olympics going on right now. I just want to know, what event do you think you could do the best in at the Olympics?
Um, Either the 100, but going to
100?
no allows would be a lot of work. Yeah,
Yeah, no allowance.
the 100 meter and the 200. Those what I run. I mean, I only run the 4x2s. You know, so if we got a big league, I mean, I'd be the anchor leg. But yeah, I mean, they're moving, so but I can move too for real. So it just depends on who I'm racing against. So yeah, the 100 meter.
And did
What
you
is
run?
your
No, go ahead, go ahead. Yeah.
what's your 100 and 200 PRs right now?
Well, I think last time I ran a 200 because I only did indoor. It's crazy. Like this is like my last year, my freshman year was my first year running track ever, and that was the only year I
Mhm.
didn't run last year. So I don't know. I probably was like 22 lows around that time. Still trying to get used to the track and like how it is. Me because we had a varsity in JV, but I was up here so I was up here with the other guys like the fast guys, just getting me faster. So just getting me ready for like anything, just in case I had an open 200. But I only did anchors in the 4x2s. We had one of the fastest 4x2s, and I never run a 100 meter yet. But this year coming up, I will be doing indoor and outdoor because they do look,
Gotcha.
and that's what I need to do.
Yeah, 100
Yeah, I
meter.
mean,
Yeah, I mean, I was just gonna say, I mean, I've run it just in practice though. I don't know my times. I don't want to know them. Like they were kind of crazy, but I mean, it's fun. It's a fun little race. Like
Yeah.
gotta get it out of the
Yep.
way.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I was never a football guy. I just did track, but I mean, 22 low as what a sophomore in high school with still 2 more years to get that down is pretty impressive. And indoors always going to be a slower time than outdoors, so that time should come down
Yep.
when you're outdoors as well.
Most definitely.
And kind
I
of
want to see
shift.
how it is outdoor.
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
I want to see how it is outdoor. I never ran outdoor track. It's like I always, because that's around open period. So,
Yeah,
us back then, we used to geek to like, one, work out in front of the coaches, always just be there. So just in case. But now since I'm committed, I could just commit myself to something else. Like, you know, just going to practice, like, just doing me, going
and
to classroom, just doing my work, playing football games, like, not really having to, stress anymore.
and do they ever have for football? Like I know for me when I played, they want us to kind of do wrestling, track, whatever. Like wrestling for linemen's obviously, but track kind of for everyone. Like, is that something that Coach McGregor kind of pushes to y'all, like to go do track in the off season, or is it just like you can do football and y'all have y'all workouts throughout and everything?
Well, it's Coach Will. Coach Will mainly, Coach Will mainly want the skills to run track, especially if you're a dog. Like, he wants us to run track so we could be fast. That's all he was screaming to me last year, but I didn't do it. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do this year. But yeah, they would want us to all run track, and the skill players know that because around that time we don't do nothing for real. After after that time we don't do nothing. So
Yeah.
they want us to run track.
Lavar, I gotta ask because I saw this on Twitter. I know a lot of stuff that I see on Twitter is not true, so I just wanted to check. But I did see someone post that you were actually named after Lavar Arrington, and I wanted to check whether or not that was true.
Yeah, that's true. It's true because like LeVar Arrington played for the Redskins back then. Mind you, we're Commanders fans, so my mom had told me and my dad told me like when they saw it, like it came to mind. My mom would practice the name before I was even here. Um and that was just my name. He said because of LeVar Arrington, because LeVar Arrington was a beast with the Redskins. And I spoke to him like 3 days ago too. It's crazy. So it's just amazing. So now Penn State will have two LeVars.
Yeah, I
Two
mean you
LeVar
got a son on the team too, so yeah, you'll definitely be able to see Lavar Arrington. He'll probably be at practices and things like that.
every day. Yep.
Yeah, and like just going back to like playing receiver, are there any goals like your last 2 years? Like it could be team goals, personal goals, anything, like just going into those final 2 seasons, like that you want to get done?
Well, yep. So team goes first. Just going to win a championship. I've been on the team for 2 years and we fell short in both championships. So I wouldn't want to go through that again. feel like they'll deserve in championship. He's been there for 4 years, so I'm gonna go get it. And my personal goals, just being a receiver that gets open gets open for the quarterback, and just make plays. Help us drive down the field and just score touchdowns. Be a factor on special teams, punt return, kick return, onside kick, anything that I'm on the field, or like just being a dog at it. So anything to help our team. 20-yard gain could help. It could help everything. Like, we got two great running backs. After we get a cool little 20 yards, they could run down it. Like, just being a momentum guy and keeping the game going. Like, third down, like, show up, make the play, shut the crowd up. Like, this a playmaker on the field. Just a playmaker.
And is there anything else like you want to work on before you get there? Like maybe like a specific skill, anything that you want to kind of like hammer down before you get to Penn State and everything?
Just crashing down on blocking. Just me getting a little bit more like thicker, and just being ready to take on blocks from linebackers, corners that's huge. Just that. Just that.
Sweet. That's everything I had, Avery. I don't know if you had anything else you wanted to ask.
Sorry, you said sorry. I didn't even broke up.
Yeah, you're all
Oh
good,
no, I'm
right?
all good. Yep, I'm all good.
Okay, sweet. Yeah. So that was everything I had. But yeah, Lavar, obviously thank you for joining us,
Yes,
giving
sir.
us your time, everything like that. Good luck these last 2 seasons of high school.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, good luck at Penn State as well. But yeah, thank you for joining us.
Yeah,
Yes,
thanks
sir.
for having
Thank you.
on.
Thank you.
So that's it for today's episode. Shout out to Lavar Keys for coming on with us as a special guest today. You can find us in our next episode next week. And for more football coverage, you can go to psucollegian.com and follow us on socials.
See ya.